I get asked some of the most incredible questions by one-on-one clients and in workshops and classes and spaces, and it just recently occurred to me that I need to be taking these questions and actually bringing them here and using them to educate people and to create content, because if one person has the question, then other people have the questions too. A question that I was recently asked in a group workshop about parts work specifically was, what does integration even look like? And the example that she gave was, one part of me wants to have a very disciplined lifestyle, wants to go to the gym regularly, have a strict diet, and do all these things that seem really necessary for my physical well-being. The other part of me wants to lay in bed all day and binge watch TV shows and eat ice cream and be quote unquote lazy and quote unquote undisciplined. And it seems like these two parts are so conflicting, right? These two desires are so conflicting. How could I possibly create integration between them? And I thought this was such a good question, because it's like so, especially when we haven't done this work, but even when we have, it can be so hard, especially when we're looking at our own experience versus other people's experience, right? It's going to be so hard to recognize the mutual positive intention. And of course it's hard, right? Because if it were easy to recognize that mutual positive intention, then the integration would just happen. It would be like, oh, I see this. Like, it would all just happen in an instant, right? So the way that I explained this was essentially, if we were to, if we were in a one-on-one session, we were doing a parts work process with this, and this could look a lot of different ways, so bear with me. This is just really simplified, super simplified, just breaking this down to make it really digestible. This part of me wants the discipline, all these things that I need to have a healthy life, healthy body, healthy physical body. This part wants relaxation, self-soothing, all these things, right? Okay. This part wants me to be healthy. This part wants me to be comfortable. Why does this part want me to be healthy? Well, this part wants me to be happy, to be able to enjoy my life. Now, again, this is a super simplification. It would take probably a lot more than that to get to the root with this part, but just bear with me. Ultimately, this over here is that I want us to be able to enjoy our life more. I want us to be healthy and functional and joyful, moving and momentum. I want us to be disciplined, all these things, because it would allow us to enjoy and experience our life more deeply, more fully. This over here is, I want to be able to relax. I want to be able to self-soothe. I want to be able to take in these things that I enjoy, all this stuff, so that I can be happy, so I can deepen into my life more fully, so I can experience my life in this way, right? Ultimately, we could break this down, right? And as I said, it can take a lot to get to that point, but we can at some point find this mutual positive intention. Both of these parts of me want me to be happy. Both of these parts of me want me to have functional lives, a functional life. And once we get to that mutual positive intention, then that's when we can create the integration. We can create partnership between these aspects of me, right? We can find various kind of solutions in which, my skills over here are, I know how to relax and enjoy myself. I know how to indulge. All of these are really beautiful, incredible skills. They're not lazy or avoidant. Now, of course, there can be a shadow side to everything. They could be those things, but as baseline of these skills, when we look at them neutrally, they're not any of those things. They're just like incredible skills that we all need to have a positive life experience. Over here, self-discipline, desire, goal, progression and striving. These are all like beautiful things too. We need both sides of these. We need them. We can pay reverence and respect to both sides of these, to the desires that they have. And we can find middle ground where both of these parts can have their needs met and they can work together. Again, this can really look countless ways, and it can be a really simple process or a really complex process, depending on, what we're addressing and how we're addressing it, and the level of, identification, matching, and enmeshment, and all of those things. But essentially, that's what integration looks like from a parts work perspective, is we're finding the positive intention and then working with that, bringing it into our conscious awareness and working with it consciously.